Okay, then coming to the date and time functions, so the best example for scalar functions are date and time functions. Whenever they are asking, write out the any two examples of scalar functions or single row functions, then answers will be the date and time functions. Very very important note, students, learn this point. Scalar functions or single row functions are date and time functions, right? Okay, let us discuss one by one with an examples. We have a group of functions, many functions are there. Current date, cur date, now, system date, date, month, year, day name, day of month, day of week, day of year. So general syntax of this one is, this is a very important note. General syntax, whenever you are inserting, remember this, you have to write y, you have to write y, mmm and dd format. Year, remember this one, year, y, 4 digits, month followed by day. This is the value you have to remember for date and time. This is the important point you have to note down, students, right? So it displays in the form of, wait, I'll show you with the highlighted thing. Oh, this is an highlighted one, y, 4 y's, 2 m's, dd followed by hours, 2 digits, minutes and seconds. Okay, everything is 2. There is no problem with time, but the problem with the date. General Indians will follow day, dd, and year, y, but it is not the such not the right one. But MySQL follows US format, that is 4 y's followed by dd. Okay, see this example, first one, cur date. Current date is the current date, it is going to display today's current date, it is going to display. Okay, then that is in the form of year 2020 and 04 followed by 8. So in this way it is going to display, students, right? Next, select. So that is a 2-digit combination, not 1-digit combination, remember this. Okay, now there is a difference between cur date and now. That cur date will displays only the date, whereas means the format of the date including the year and month, whereas now will display the date and time. Now present date, present day, time. See, there is a difference. Suppose you return this function at 11:30, after 15 minutes again you return, you will get the answer, but the date is same, but the day is same, year is also same, but time will be changed. That is the importance of the now. Now one current date is, now will display the date, current date with time, System date, similar, system date, it displays the system date. Okay, returns the current date and time, both will be acting as a similar things, right? Okay, but next one is select date, sys date. From the system date it is going to display date. What is the date of that one? Because system date will display, generally displays date and time, whereas date, it is having a parenthesis. In that parenthesis it is taking a parameter. What is a parameter? System date of, from the system date of function, whatever the value is, it is returning, that is 2013 10 02 11 30 10 seconds. Then it removes that time, it gives only the date. Next one is month. Among the given date it gives the month. Name, day name, current date, what is the name? It gives the name. Okay, then select day of month, so particular month and day will be displayed. Okay, day of month. Okay, Nana. Then these values will be ranges in between 1 to 31, remember this. Okay, and this is week, this is what week format, right? And next one is there is a difference between the day name and day of year, day of week. Day of week will returns the day of week from 1 to 7, whereas day of year will returns the day of year from 1 to 366 including the leap year date. Okay, so these are the examples for this one. We'll get again one more questions from the date and time function, students. Very very important note. these type of functions you'll get in the exam. Okay, definite questions for you in the exam. They'll go into ask you about these all the functions. So functions are very important to identifying the errors, to identifying rewriting the queries, and writing the outputs. So these type of questions you'll get 1 mark, 2 mark questions, definite questions. And next one, the very very important topic I want to discuss, aggregate functions. Tomorrow I'll discuss the aggregate functions, all the aggregate functions. Today I want to discuss about the aggregate functions, and tomorrow's work is aggregate functions with group by. So tomorrow's class is very very important because it is a 12th syllabus. So whatever I'm starting now, previous one is it's about the all 11th revision. Now this aggregate function is 12th syllabus, students. Very very important. You'll get questions from these aggregate functions. Okay, so what are the aggregate functions? Aggregate functions will act upon the group of values. I said before starting about the functions only. These are all called what multi-row functions. Multi-row functions are group functions, right? So group functions are let us see the functions. What are the functions we have? We have 5 types of functions, that is sum of, minimum, maximum, average, count. So 5 functions are there, and very very important note is this count and count star. Okay, count and count star. I'll briefly tell about this all the functions, and tomorrow I'll discuss this complete concept aggregate functions with group by, order by. Okay, right. And even we have conditions having classes also I want to discuss tomorrow. First one is returns the sum of the given column. So these aggregate functions will act upon the group of values, and it returns single value. It returns single value, that is some value. It is going to return what? Some value. It is going to return some value, students. Okay, easily we can understand by seeing the name. It returns the minimum value, min, maximum. It returns the maximum value. It returns average value. Okay, and it returns the number of columns and records. It returns the number of records. How many records are there? So 2 types of functions are there, that is count and count star. Count will returns the count of with the function name. See this example, count of with the function name, this example. Okay, I'll highlight this example. Okay, this one, count name of returns the number of records which are not null. It gives the number of records which are not null. Okay, right. Next, count star will count the number of records including the null values. I'll discuss this with an examples tomorrow. Okay, and select some pay off from employee. So I want to know how much amount I'm spending on the employees for salaries. Then I'll write this query, select some pay from employee. It gives the total salary expenditure. Second one, I am displaying both pay as well as net. It is going to display both in the second example. And minimum, maximum values I am displaying. It gives a minimum, who is getting the minimum salary, who is getting the maximum salary. With the names also we can write. It is not a single, it's not mandatory to mention only one column. We can write select name comma max pay off from employee. It gives the name also, minimum also, and average. How much amount I'm spending on each employee I want to know, then I'll get the answer. So it's not like only one function we have to write. These functions can be act upon the different columns with the help of conditions also. I want to discuss this concept completely with the help of group by and having classes tomorrow. Thank you very much.